Hey friends, Tuxx here. For this particular video, I'm going to cover some questions I've got about gifts for gamers. Of course, Christmas is coming before you know it. The clock is ticking, and this information can really be used for birthdays, holidays, Valentine's Day, any kind of thing. But in particular, I'm picking this out with Christmas in mind because we're so close to Christmas, and I know a lot of people are kind of scrambling to find that perfect gift. And I can tell you, as a kind of an otaku myself, I can be very difficult to buy for sometimes. Otakus tend to have everything, and it's the type of thing where they're so obsessive about their collecting that can be very difficult sometimes finding that perfect little item, you know. And while there's lots of great, more expensive gifts you can get for people if you have the resources, you know, things like gaming laptops, you know, I recommend Asus, I recommend Alienware, things like that. You know, there's lots of great gifts that don't have to, you know, break the bank. So the majority of these things I'm going to show are actually things which are under 30 bucks, in a lot of cases under 20 bucks, okay? And these are things that in a lot of cases you can still find. Now, I'm going to cover a few of the hard ones at the beginning here. This NES Classic is one of the most sought after gifts this holiday season. If you can find one of these in a store, it is like hitting the jackpot, because this thing is going to cost you about 50 bucks, 60 bucks, and it has like 30 classic games. And we're talking like Mario 1, Mario 2, Mario 3, Zelda 1, Zelda 2, like all the classic games, and a nice little retro, very retro-friendly console that looks like the real thing. The controller feels like the real thing. I mean, it's a really great system for the money. Now, the problem is Nintendo didn't make a whole lot of these, so you're probably not going to find this on the shelf. But if you have a gamer on your list, and if they like retro games, or like Zeldas or Marios and that kind of thing, this is a great gift for about 50 bucks roughly. But again, it's going to be very difficult to find this at this point, okay? Some other gift ideas. Now, this is covering a wide range of different otaku tastes, okay? But as far as like little things, if they're into games, these little figures, like this one here is a Sonic figure. Find their favorite game, no matter what it is. You know, if it's Sonic, you know, there's great Sonic figures. You can get this type of thing at Toys R Us for about $5 to $10 roughly. And they have whole sets of different characters. You can get, you know, a wide variety of characters from their favorite game. The trick is finding out what they're really into and then focusing on something they don't already have for their collection. In a lot of cases, they are exchangeable. So if you get an Otaku with something they already have, they might very well be collecting multiples of things. So it may not be a big deal. Or maybe they can just exchange it, you know. But anyway, these Sonic figures, great gift. Everyone loves Sonic, and you really can't go wrong for the price, okay? Next up, Final Fantasy. These are really great little import figures. I made a video on these. In fact, some of these things I have done videos on in the past, by the way. If you look back at my queue, I've opened some of these before. These are little blind boxes you get from Hot Topic that cost about 15 bucks each. Oftentimes you can like buy one, get one 50% off, or hot cash, or some kind of discounting. But they're imported, so they are a little more expensive, but they're so cute. And if your person you're buying for is into Final Fantasy, this is a great gift. They're super retro-y, super cute, super chibi, and they're just like, they're great, you know. Even for the price, even though they're kind of pricey for, you know, $15 for a little piece of plastic, the person will really appreciate this if they're into Final Fantasy, I gotta tell you. So definitely a way to go. As far as figures go, I have to say my very first Figma I ever got, I always wanted them, okay? But I always thought, you know, Figmas can be like $50, $60 sometimes. And I was always worried about spending that much money on like a plastic action figure of a anime character who, you know, I love watching. So I always thought that was weird, but I always wanted it. And my very first Figmas were actually Christmas gifts. And of course now I'm hooked, and I'm buying like figures of all types of different brands and things. Like this one here is actually, this Herodi is not actually a Figma. This is just like a little statue, and actually there's something that she should be holding here, a line marker. But anyway, you can get these, you know, anywhere from, you know, from cons to online on eBay. There still might be time from Amazon. Different places like GameStop might have Figmas of like Zeldas and things like that. But if they're really into, no matter if they're, you know, what anime they're into, if you know what anime they're into or what game they're into, there probably is a Figma for it, you know, or some kind of action figure kind of statue thing like this. And they'll really appreciate it. Trust me, my first one, I would not have bought a Herodi Figma, but I got one as a gift, and I absolutely love it, and I collect these. And it's the type of thing you can build a collection upon. You can collect all the K-On! Figures. Right now, I still need, from K-On!, I still need Mayo, the bass player, and I still need Yuki, the lead singer. And like every holiday or Christmas, I tend to get like one K-On! Figure. So I'm hoping someday I'll complete my K-On! collection, but I still need those two. But again, if you're buying for Otaku, make sure that you're buying one that they don't already have. Although if they already have it, they'll probably just keep it and pose it a different way or something, so it's not the end of the world, you know, but it can be tricky, I know. Now, if they're into this type of thing too, there is, again, I've mentioned this, there is these smart dolls from Japan, which are super detailed anime figures, but they go for about $500. So that's a really expensive gift. But that is like the next step if you're looking for like a super expensive anime kind of gift. It's something to consider, you know. Very cute, and they're much larger. They're about 2 feet tall, actually. They are big. But just check out Danny Cho, I believe it is, and Culture Japan, and then it's actually called a smart doll, okay? But anyway, really cool. Next up, if you go to a local Asian market, okay, not only could you make a great gift box of your own full of, you know, candies and maybe ramen or stuff, they sell lots of cute little like trinkets and things like this, and you can buy like a whole bunch of these cute little things, and they don't cost a whole lot even, but you can make a great like Japanese culture box for just, you know, maybe like $20 or something, or less even, depending upon how much stuff you stick in it. Pick out like a bunch of varieties of Pocky or something, you know, stick in a manga that you like or something, and make a whole little set out of it. You can make your own little otaku box, and again, it doesn't have to break the bank, but things like this are really inexpensive. Really inexpensive, and they're really cute, so something to consider. Great way to go. Okay, next up, Anemos. Anemos are still super popular, and there's new ones coming out all the time, so it's easy to try and find a game that they're really into. You know, if they're into Pokemon, if they're into Kirby, if they're into Mario games, if they're Mario Kart, Super Smash Bros., there's lots of Anemos to collect. And the thing about this is, even if you don't plan on playing with these, like these do sync up to your Wii U or your 3DS, even if they don't play those games, if they just collect them as far as little statues, they're still a great value. They're about $13, and you can oftentimes like buy one, get one 50% off or something. So definitely a way to go. Try and find their favorite game and focus on starting a collection for them. They'll thank you later for it. One thing I forgot to mention with this is there's lots of great independent artists. So if you're really into chibi things, like little Japanese culture things, like this cute little girl here, you can buy things like this on eBay and off different retailers online. And they have some really adorable products. So check it out. Support your favorite local artists, and or, you know, even international artists, and buy things like this, because it helps support the community, and it's really cute too. So anyway, something very unique and fun you can get for somebody. Okay, next up, Pokemon Plush. Right over here is just one of many examples. You can get, you know, there's lots of Pokemon Plush. You can get these at GameStop. If you happen to be close to a Nintendo Center, they do sell them there. They're about, this is like $13, and it's a cute little plush. You can make a whole set out of it. You could include, you know, like maybe some kind of Pokemon like cards or little figures and a plush set. You make it into whatever you want to make it into. I mean, they do have things like this figure and ball set Meloetta back here, and that's like $15, $17, so you can have like a plushie and a figure set or something. But definitely a cute way to go. And sometimes people want these, but they don't always buy them for themselves, so it makes a really great gift, actually. And believe me, a lot of people, once they start getting a couple of them, they're gonna be hooked, and they're gonna have to buy more and more. It's gonna be a whole collection, a whole thing, because they're really, really fun to collect, and they don't cost a whole lot too. It's a great inexpensive collection. A few other ideas for subscription services. There is now, one which is actually something I review on my other channel, Tuxx Reviews a lot, is if you have kind of a fashion challenged boyfriend or something, and there is sets for girls too, but I can speak on the guy ones. There is some great monthly subscription service. One that I really like, this one here, is called 5-4, and I'll just show you the bag. It's just right here. You get this big bag full of clothing, and it's just stuffed with stuff, hoodies, t-shirts, that kind of thing, and it's like $65 is the cost of it, but the stuff in it could be like $120 to $240 worth of clothing. So it's great to actually you know, look forward to that each month, and you can always just do it for a month and cancel, or set it up for a month if you will. You could talk to them about the details of how you could make that happen. But believe me, it's really fun to get a big bag of clothing each month, and I love these subscription services. And you can tell from my other channel, like, I wear this stuff like all the time. It's not just something which I get in a review. Like, I live this stuff, and if you see me at a con, if you see me out shopping, I'm probably wearing 5-4 Men's Style Lab, and I do have some links to save you some money on those. And again, if you want to support the channel, you can click the link and do that. But I just wanted to mention that because clothing does make a great gift for that gamer who has every possible thing and you can't think of anything else to buy for him. Now, snacks always work good too, and Japan Crate back here is a fantastic service. You can actually, for $30 a month, or there's some smaller scaled down versions of the boxes, you could actually get them a Japanese snack box delivered to them for 1 month, 3 months, however many months you want to do it, and that's another option. And then finally, Indie Box, that green box up there, is another thing which I tried Indie Box, and personally I had some problems with it. I love the product actually, but they just stopped sending it to me. I got like, they charged me one time, I didn't get the box, I hounded them, they sent me a box, I loved it, I was looking for my next box, and then I just never got another box. So like, you may want to talk to them first or find out what's going on, but I would still recommend them. Like, I really enjoyed my Indie Box, the one I got, and it's something which is definitely worth checking out, you know. And again, there's lots of great gifts in different price ranges. If you have something particular in mind, like your budget is blank, you can actually talk to me, like let me know in the comments below here, or shoot me a little message or whatever. I can help you out, like as far as trying to find a good gift that might be available in stores, or more importantly, you can get it in time, because again, the clock is ticking, guys. It is almost Christmas Eve. It is less than a week till Christmas. A week from the time of me filming this, it's gonna be over, guys. It's game over. Like, people are gonna have the gifts opened, and unless it's some belated gift or something, like, you're gonna miss the boat. So now is the time. You know, Monday, Tuesday, Amazon Prime, you get things shipped 2 days. You can still get great gifts in time for the holidays, okay? All right, friends, I hope this stuff helps you a little bit. I love Christmas. I love giving, and of course, I love receiving gifts too. So it's a great, great thing. Thank goodness we have holidays like this. They are so much fun, and believe me, I give big. So I'm constantly shopping, and I've shopped so much, and there's still more things I want. There's gifts coming in the next day or two, and more things I'll be buying. So I really do enjoy, you know, the holidays, and I hope you guys enjoy them as well. So anyway, Merry Christmas from Tuxx Toys. I know I'll probably be saying that again later in the week or something, but I just wanted to throw it out there. I hope you have a great holiday season. And again, if you have questions, if you have needs for a certain gift, you're not sure where to find that certain Figma or something, maybe I can help you, point you in the right direction of where to look for it. Some things are collector editions, they're gonna be more expensive, but you can do it. The time is still there for you, okay? All right, friends, thanks for watching this video. We'll talk to you soon. Be sure and check out Tuxx Reviews, my alt channel. Be sure and check out Tuxx Toys on Instagram and Twitter. Tuxx Reviews also on Instagram and Twitter, and of course, Gamer Tuxx, my beta channel, okay? Thanks for watching, friends. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.